Peace to the family. Peace to the family. Free Inhabitant. Back at you again. I know I don't be blowing it up. Like most people be thinking I should, but nah, I'm not here to do that. I just wanted to bring this tutorial to you in regards to, I should have had bought this to the people so that you could actually hear this in regards to when you enrolling your loved ones into these fool systems. You know, you got rights where a lot of mothers as well as fathers is ignorant to the game and they have no clue. Their basic rights on certain things you're not even required to have. But this is the reason why it's best that you always bring a status. You know, it's very, very important. A couple of my students had to learn, they really learned that. They really learned that, you know, shout outs to them. They learned that, they found out, and because I stressed it more than enough, that status is everything. It's everything. And these are the things that we don't know, but I just want to go over this little tutorial in regards to this, that a lot of, like I said, parents don't even know about how to protect your kid's right, your child's right, and things of that nature, you know. So I wanted to just go over this real quick so I can break this stuff down to you. A lot of things you didn't even know, especially when it comes to enrolling your kids into the schools, which is full system. So as we see right here, it's a fact sheet. Anyone can look this up. Anyone. So you can Google it and download it. But again, most of us don't read this stuff. We don't have a clue about this stuff. Like mine enrolled under a status. Under a status. That's why when their teachers see me, they look up to me like as if I'm a god. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. They treat me totally different from any of the ordinary men and women due to me and due to how I enroll my loved ones in these schools. But I'm gonna just teach you some of the things that you're not even required to have. And most women gonna be like, wow, I didn't even know this. No, you didn't know. That's because you're ignorant and you don't read. You don't study. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. And they're not going to teach you this. That's why it's so very important that we bring a status, most of all, in these schools when we're enrolling our kids. So I'm going to just read a little bit so we can go over this real quick, because I don't like to do long videos anymore. I don't like to do that. But when I bring a video, I'm bringing you substance. That's what I love to bring you. All right? I love to bring you substance. So we're going to go over this. Okay? It say all children in the United States are entitled to equal access to the basic public elementaries and the secondary education, regardless of their actual or perceived race. Race divides us. Color divides us. But no one wants to talk about you bringing, when you're enrolling your loved ones, with a nationality, national origin. National origin. No one. We forget this main thing. We just skip right over it. No one brings a national origin, a nationality. Why? Why? We just skip it. We just skip it and go right to a particular citizenship. And then it goes to immigration status. But it tells you, very important, or the status of their parents or / guardians. So it wouldn't be saying this if it didn't mean anything. That it has everything to do with status. But they had to tell you that right there, national origin and status of their parents. And for the record, when you get a chance, please go look up Just Soleil and Just Sanguinis. Please, Just Sanguinis first. And behind that, go look up Just Soleil. All right, family? Please go look it up. We have to start going to look these things up. Just Sanguinis and Just Soleil. Go look it up. All right? So it goes on. You say school districts that either prohibit or discourage or maintain policies that have the effect of prohibiting or discouraging children from enrolling in schools because they or their parents, guardians are not United States citizens. And this is very important. It's very important. Or our undocumented may be in violation of federal law. Now, family, let's go on down where we can see this right here. Okay? It goes right there. It says proof of residency in the schools district. Schools officials may request that you live within the boundaries of the school. Boundaries, you hear that? Of the school district. School districts typically accept variety of documents for the purposes such as copies of phone and water bills, lease agreements, affidavits, or other documents. This is very important, family. A school district's requirements to establish residency, to get this trap again, must be applied in the same way for all children. Now, family, we're going to look at these words where it says right here, lease agreements, affidavits, or other documents. Family, you see where it say affidavits down there? Right here, family, affidavits. This is what I filed for mine, along with, right here, other documents. Affidavits and other documents when you're filing your kids before these corporate schools, fool systems, okay? So these are the things that we don't even know that this document actually even exists. That guess what? You don't have to have. We always forced to believe under the assumption that you have to have these things. They lied to you. They lied to you. But Chancellor, if you're having it, going to teach you something here today. Okay? Now, that's it right there. A school district may not ask about your child's citizenship or immigration status to establish residency within the districts. Nor may a district deny a homeless child, including a homeless child who is undocumented, enrollment because he or she cannot provide the required documents to establish residency. Do you hear that? Including a homeless child who is undocumented. What does that mean, Chancellor? It means you're not even required to even have documents. Did y'all know this? Most people didn't even know that. That you don't even need these so-called documents that they're requiring, for you to have. But, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to help out any immigration status that we would love for them to show proof of said status in regards to them just what they're doing now, illegally barging in here, maliciously, illegally, without the legal and lawful way of producing status, because we don't want people to come here, to North America without, showing proof of who they really are, because they could easily, anything can actually happen. and things has happened and is happening. So, you know, we don't want to, I don't want to talk too much more about the immigration status, but I'm just here to talk about the ones who are, do have a status here in North America. Okay? So it says right here, while a school district may choose to include a parent's state issue identification or driver's license among the documents that can be used to establish residency. Listen up good. A school district may not require such documentations to establish residency or for other purposes where such a requirement will unlawfully bar a student whose parents are undocumented from enrolling in school. Now, family, did you catch that, what that just said? Did you catch what that just said? For the purposes where such a requirement would unlawfully bar a student. So that's telling you right there that parents, they don't have to have such documentation that you really lawfully thought they supposed to have, which means such as identification or show a driver's license, which means, i.e., I don't got to show you no driver's license. I don't got to show you no identification just for me to enroll my loved ones into these schools. Did y'all know that? When I enrolled mine into these full systems, guess what? I never showed them anything. Did y'all know that? Nothing but basic general things based off of who I am. My status. Because my child status follows mine. When you go look up just sanguinis, all it takes is one parent. You don't even need both. All it takes is just one parent. Go look it up. You don't even need both. You can go look it up if you wish. All it takes is just one parent. But it follows just one parent status. So my status is what trumps everything. I never showed them any ID. And I didn't. When I enrolled my loved ones into their school systems, I wrangled with them and tell them, I don't got to show you anything. They was like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got to show us some type of license. No, I don't. Look, here it is right here. It tells you right here when I showed these teachers this and their boss's boss. They was like, wow, you taught us something we didn't even know. No, y'all didn't know because y'all all ignorant. And they're not, and they won't even teach them this stuff. Their job is to do service and have the highest federal funding that is supplied for ignorant students and parents. Yes, they want you to be a dumbed down slave so that they can collect federal funding for you and your child. Okay? So no, you do not have to show any state issue identification that misrepresent the mother and father of the loved ones, of the children. You don't have to show a driver's license. Did you know that? I'm reading it to you right now. I didn't show one. I was able to enroll my loved ones into the schools. Yes. A lot of mothers didn't know this. They didn't know. Not even the ones that I was teaching this. They enrolled their loved ones now. And they was like, yo, they kindly was happy to enroll them without me showing them any of these IDs that we didn't even know that we didn't have to show them. Yes, it's right here. Let's move down. Let's go down and read. Look. School officials may request documentation to show that a student falls within the school district minimum and maximum age requirements. School districts typically accept a variety of documents for this purpose, such as religious, nothing wrong with that. You're expressing your religious belief. Hospital or physician's certificate showing date of birth. Family, I never showed a date of birth unless I'm showing them anything that's dealing with their Moorish appellation and birth rights. That's all. That's all. And you people who does not have a status, you can do this. Write an affidavit up and bring a copy of the family Bible and record it in the family Bible. How do we know this? It's right there. It's right here. In an entry in the family Bible. I don't make this stuff up. It's right there. It's right. An adoption record, an affidavit from the parent. That is what I filed. An affidavit of the appellation that followed mother and father status. That's what I filed. And it said a birth certificate. You don't got to show these things. You don't. You don't have to show a birth certificate. You do not. Or previously verified school records. If they had already been going to school that present year before that, but you want to re-register a different route or a different way, alternative way, you can alternatively do it like this. Stop giving these people your business and get your kids registered or enrolled under a status. Okay? Now, it says right here, although a school district might request documents such as those listed above to verify your child's age, a school district, mothers, you didn't even know this, may not prevent or discourage your child from enrolling in or attending school because he or she lacks, you didn't even know this, did you? A birth certificate or his record that indicate a foreign place of birth. Well, guess what? If you have a United States birth certificate, you're foreign. You're in the register in a foreign place of birth. You're a foreigner. You're basically a dead foreigner. She lacks a birth certificate. Guess what? You don't even need one. You do not need a birth certificate. That's facts. And it says such as a foreign birth certificate. And you are foreign to the United States, whether you knew this or not. Okay? So let's move forward. Okay? This right here, it goes on to say Social Security numbers. Some schools request a student's Social Security numbers during enrollment to use a student identification number. If a school district requests a student's Social Security number, it must, 1, inform you or your child that provide it is what? Family. Women didn't even notice. It's right there. It's voluntary. You giving these people a voluntary Social Security number. You don't got to give them a Social Security number. Mine don't have one. They never had one. I never indoctrinated them as a ward of the state. They don't need one. Voluntary. Y'all didn't know this, did you? I bet you didn't know that. It was all voluntary, but we're under the popular belief thinking that we're required, that we have to show one. No, they fooled you. Why? Because you're enrolling them in the fool system, and this fool system got you fooled as well. And then it said, and that refusing to provide it would not bar your child from enrolling in our attending school. Family, ladies, family, men, did you know that? Most of y'all ignorant. You didn't even know that, did y'all? Ha 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 ha. Friend Habitant bringing this information to you. Chancellor Solicitor bringing you this information to you. Nobody else teaching you this. Most women don't even know this. You don't even need a Social Security card. You don't need none of these things. You don't need a birth certificate. You don't need a Social Security card. You don't need nothing. All you got to do is bring your affidavit. Bring your affidavit. Don't show them your place of your residence. This so-called resident. But I don't call it a resident. In my affidavit, I name it my status of abode. See what I'm saying? I changed this language around. Or place of abode. You see what I'm saying? Or rest of abode. You know what I'm saying? So you never have to show them these things. They got you fooled. Okay? And then it said, 2, explain for what purposes you asked them right here. And that refusing to provide, it will not bar your child from enrolling in or attending school. And 2, explain for what purpose the number will be used. First of all, you don't even got to give it to them. It's voluntary. It just says it right there. I never showed them one. Yes. And my kids is enrolled in school. Yes. And my students did it as well. Shocked them. They couldn't believe it. Yes, all of them who enrolled them in this school for the school year. Shocked them. They didn't know it, but they know now. Okay. School districts may not require you to provide your own Social Security number in order for your child to enroll in or attend school. Did y'all know this? You'll lie and say you did. Most men and women don't even know this. Most don't even know. But that's what I'm here to teach you for. Yes, you don't need it. And they go on and say, however, a school district may not bar your child from enrolling in if you choose not to provide your what? Your child's race or ethnicity. Ethnicity. But you notice they always keep bringing this race or ethnicity. We need to leave that race stuff alone. Bring some type of ethnicity. Bring a status. Bring a status. So you can let these people that know that you have more than just rights. You got a birthright, that you're divine by nature. That's why when I speak to their teachers and things of that nature, they walk up me, they treat me like as if I'm a king, because I am. They treat me like I'm divine. They treat my kids like they're divine. You should see how they be acting. They don't be acting like these normal other kids, mothers and fathers. They act like I'm divine. They act like they treat them like they're divine. And our little loved ones, they are divine. Their rights, their birthright is divine by nature. Okay? So this is what I wanted to bring to y'all. I didn't want to draw this out long. Just to let you know, you can go look this up. It does exist. I just proved to you and I just showed you it do exist. A lot of people don't know that you can enroll your kids in these full systems without a birth certificate, without a Social Security card, under an affidavit. And when you showing these people your location, please, family, do not give them your place of abode. Location. Don't give them your location where you lay your head. Give them your location under a post box office. Show them that you're private. Yes, you are private. You are private. You see what I'm saying? Show them that you're private. Operate like you're private and not public. Because anytime you operate in the confines of that republic, they're always going to act like they run you or rule you. Why? That public domain ain't no joke. They're going to always come at you and try to tax you. Operate like you're in the public, in the private, instead of the public. Operate like you're in the private instead of the public. You see what I'm saying? You're in the private sector. Private sector cannot be taxed. Private sector shall not be breached. Okay? So family, I just wanted to come and bring this video to you just to let you know that one can enroll their loved ones into the school system without having to show or produce a birth certificate or social security card. I did. And I know if Chancellor has, you can too. Because I have. All right? Anybody don't believe that this exists, go Google it and download it. It's on the UnitedStates.gov Justice Department Education, United States Department of Educational website. Pull it up. It's up there. We don't read. We don't read. We just continue to follow the fool system. All right? Chancellor Free Inhabitant. Just wanted to bring you this information on our loved ones' rights to enroll in school. All right? Peace, love, Islam, Hotep. I'm out.